you do not rise to the level of your expectations in a crisis situation, you fall to the level of your training. Over here at the University of Texas at Austin, hook 'em, I'm a Longhorn, is Dr. David Buss. He is the foremost evolutionary psychologist on earth, and he wrote a book called Why Women Have Sex with Dr. Cindy Meston, who studies mating. And one of the things they figured out was that they surveyed, I think, 17,000 women, and they found there were 237 reasons why women chose to have sex with men. And then if you watch whatever podcast, if you watch Fresh and Fit, if you watch Access Vegas, which is my show, if you watch Pearly Things, if you watch any of these other shows that have panels of women, you'll find that they do the same thing. There's this person says ambition, this girl likes tall guys with tattoos, this girl only likes dudes with huge penises, this girl only likes money, this girl, for men, there's 4 reasons why we like women. For women, there's 237 reasons why they like us. So because there is no thing, I don't tell men to try to be a way for women. There's a movie about that. It's called Hitch. And in reality, that movie is about being a stalker. That movie is like, I'm just going to focus on one woman, and I'm going to obsess over this one woman who doesn't like me. That is not the way to do it. I try to help men become attractive to women in general. Being in better shape is more attractive to that middle of the standard deviation, that middle of the bell curve. Having more money is more attractive to the middle of the bell curve. All these things, having a clear face, having a relevant, listen gentlemen, a relevant haircut, having some of you, man, you look like it's 1983. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I have a homeboy, like the whole bowl cut that your mom did back when you were 17, you're still rocking the bowl cut. No, the jeans that you're wearing from Walmart when you were 17, no, not relevant. Being able to dress better, it's better to the middle of the standard deviation. So the thing is, we do all these things, and so in my course, one of the things I do is I do take them to nightclubs, and one of the reasons why is I want overstimulus, I want them to be blown away, I want them to be incredibly intimidated, because I want to immerse them. And one of the reasons we do that is from the U.S. military. There's 2 things. One of those is the concept of being behind a berm and they fire live bullets over your head. At first, your heart rate's in the 140s. Then you do it for a while, and your heart rate you have a resting heart rate because you're used to hearing those bullets. Even though you know those things will kill you, you get immersed to that hyper situation. Your autonomic nervous system does not cause your voice to constrict and your palms to sweat and your pupils to dilate, which is what happens to men when they approach women. They're like, "Hi, what's going on? Do you guys want to get a drink?" And I'm like, "Jim, you were just talking. You were saying, 'Hey, motherfucker, what's going on?' just 5 minutes ago. Now you're talking to this girl like Elmo. What's going on?" That's what happens, right? Because they're not used to it. So the thing we say in the U.S. military is, you do not rise to the level of your expectations in a crisis situation. You fall to the level of your training. And that's the reason why I put my men through hell. We play basketball. They beat the shit out of each other. We go through all kinds of stuff, because if you can bench press 300 pounds, you can bench press 200 pounds. And so what I like to do is have these men figure out ways in their life. I use charity events. I love raising money for charity and inviting hundreds and hundreds of girls to these different charity events. We use swimsuit pageants. We have 3 theme parties. We have people come over. They'll have theme parties at their house, birthday parties, all kinds of stuff like that. Or we go on stage with Deadmau5 and like 17 girls like we did the other night. We'll do stuff like that. That's what I try to do. And then what happens is that section of if you guys remember from your statistics class, not to get too nerdy, but the central limit theorem. In central limit theorem, as you get more, as you get more experiences and approaches, as n approaches infinity, you start to get a normal distribution. And that's what happens to people in real life. As you're a man and you consistently are around beautiful women, what will happen is you're going to get not only, number 1, get used to being around beautiful women, but number 2, you're going to find the one that matches. When I think about my girlfriend, I've hosted 47 bikini competitions. I teach men how to show up to parties with hundreds of women. I've thrown all these parties, and it took all that for me to find this one girl who is absolutely phenomenal for me. And when I met her, I was like, yes, you're the one. I knew immediately that she was the one. How was I able to do that? Because I had experience seeing red flags, talking about her fucking ex all the time. The fact that, like, just all kinds of crazy stuff that's going on, where it's like very clear how she does not take accountability for her previous decisions. I'm like, that's fine for one of my female friends. That is not fine for the girl who's going to raise my kids. You need to be accountable. You need to understand that I can't have this type of behavior in my relationship. But in order for me to do that, I had to meet thousands of women, and that's what I would recommend men do. You set up a lifestyle to where either you can go up and meet strange people, or you're hosting events, or you're helping other people with events. And that's what we teach in my program, is how to do that kind of thing, because then you meet the perfect person to match for you. Because trying to figure out which one of those 237 reasons that women have sex with men that you want to fit, it's the guy who takes too many steroids. It's the guy who shows off his Lamborghini. You're trying too hard at that one fucking thing. You need to learn how to be attractive to women, not attractive to one woman.